Wrestling fans, welcome back. I am now joined by the one, the only, the MWF original, and now the Millennium Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion, Slyck Wagner Brown of John Bradshaw Layfield's Uprising. Slyck, thank you for joining us.
The pleasure is all yours.
Well, it was one hell of a holiday season for you. On the December MWF Ultra, we took a look at Road to the Gold inside a 15-foot-high steel cage, a steel cage scandal, so to speak, when you took on Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, defending your championship, and came away with what some would call a victory.
You know, you say that like I should care what you think. I don't. The plan was, Mr. President, he thought, like I said before, he thought he was smarter than the Uprising. He thought he was smarter than me. But as you saw, the MWF officials, they put a match that should have never happened. They put me in a position that should have never been. So I did the only thing that I could. I waited till the very last minute when they thought they got the best of me, and I came out and I got the best of them. I got the best of you. And more importantly, I'm still your heavyweight champion.
Now, MWF Soul Survivor 6 is coming up, New England's biggest wrestling live event and fan fest of 2010. Slyck, so many superstars are gunning for you right now. Does John Bradshaw Layfield and the rest of the Uprising have enough in the arsenal to keep you protected to retain the gold?
There is always going to be that one guy who thinks he can climb the mountain and become champion. And I'll be waiting for him. Whoever you are, I'll be waiting. You see, he's lonely at the top, and I'm dying for some company. But guess what? I love being champion. I love everything it represents, and I love everything it brings. And if you think you're going to take that away from me, you got another thing coming.
Slyck Wagner Brown, the MWF Championship competition from this past summer. You defeated former WWE competitor Antonio Thomas to go on to that six-pack challenge. Again, due to the help of the $1 million investment Tommaso Ciampa, you came away with 15 pounds of gold. However, Scott Reed had you pinned for at least a 10 count before the referee finally came to and had a chance to see what was going on inside the squared circle.
See, that's one person's opinion. That's the way you saw it. That's not the way I saw it.
How did you see it?
That's not the way the Uprising saw it. You see, I had the best seat in the house.
You were getting
I was in the middle of the ring.
Up at the lights.
Yeah, that's what you say. But what matters is the final 3 count. And that came at the hands of me, pinning Scott Reed in the middle of the ring. Scott Reed, you may have thought that your time was now. You may have thought you've beaten the champion, but you didn't. Because the referee that matters was down and out. So he was counting sheep. And anything that happens between then doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that when that ref came through, I was pinning you, and he counted 1, 2, 3. Match was over. Champion. You're looking at him.
After 8 years of being an MWF superstar, competing in the first match in company history, are you proud of the way you won the championship? After everything you've been through up and down those roads in New England, to basically have to steal the championship instead of winning it, like an athlete of your caliber is certainly capable of doing?
Listen, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. It ain't how you got there, it's the fact that you're there. The only thing that matters is that you are looking at the MWF champion. Nothing else matters. How it happened, why it happened, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is I am your champion, and there is nothing you or John Cena Sr. can do about it.
I'm just a broadcast journalist. I'm trying to do my job here, reporting the news fair and square to the fans. At the end of that steel cage scandal, so to speak, the former MWF heavyweight champion, a man that was never pinned for the title, Todd Hanson, charged the ring with the steel chairs. Of right now, he is still unable to compete due to insurance policies of some kind by the MWF. He hasn't even had a chance to get his hands on you to get the championship back belt, Slyck. But I ask you this, when Todd Hanson is ready, are you prepared for the former champion to unleash on you?
Listen, how many times do I have to say this? I'm the champion. I am the very best in the MWF. I'm the very best, period. That title says without a shadow of a doubt, I am the man. If Todd Hanson wants to step in the ring with me and risk career-ending injury all over again, be my guest. But know this, when you face SWB, you're not just facing me, Todd Hanson. You're facing the Uprising. Do you have what it takes? I don't think so.
Well, Slyck Wagner Brown, another man that you've had quite a storied history with here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation, the man that's been revealed as the Stalker, sudden impact Dylan Kage, a man that feels in his own warped mind that he still is the MWF Heavyweight Championship. He feels just because Todd Hanson was the better man for 3 seconds out of a 4-year reign that the title is still his.
Dylan Kage, I got no problems. We're both fighting the same fight, my friend. You see, we're men amongst boys. But if you want to step in the ring with me, Dylan, I got no problems with that. If you think you deserve a shot and you're still champion, of course you deserve a shot. You were champion for 4 years. I give you a round of applause. But Dylan Kage, let me tell you something. No one remembers that. See, these people are twisted. They don't care how long you had the title. They don't care how many guys you beat. They don't care how many matches or the nights you've had. The only thing they care about, the only thing they remember is that you lost to Todd Hanson, a cripple. Dylan Kage, you look into my eyes. You know me a long time. I've known you a long time. So you know the worst thing you can do is push me against the wall, because I come out swinging. I don't care who gets hurt.
You know, Slyck Wagner Brown, 2010, it's a new year, it's a new decade. What can we expect from you and the rest of JBL's Sleazebag Uprising in the new year and the new decade? You have Homicide, who I'm sure would like a piece of you. Chris Sabin, who you've had many issues with. Jay Lethal isn't done with you yet. Die Hard Eddie Edwards. Scott Reed. The list goes on and on and on. How are you preparing to battle these competitors in the new year, in the new decade? Is it more help from the Uprising? Is it going to be 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s, financial assistance from JBL? How do you plan on holding on to the gold when perhaps the competition is at its peak level here in the MWF, going on our 9th year now?
You still don't get it, do you? We will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to stay at the top of the mountain in this company. So you can send anybody you want. You can send all those guys at the same time. See, we got the biggest faction in company history. The best faction. You got me, SWB Heavyweight Champion. Tommaso Ciampa. Luke Robinson. Who knows who's next? You got Jay Buster. There could be more. There could be guys leaving. There could be new guys coming in. See, the Uprising is always thinking ahead. And we're always thinking, how can we become bigger, better, stronger? See, JBL is the brain behind this whole thing. And he's got big, big, big plans for the Uprising. Who knows? Maybe 2010 will be the year that you see the Uprising with all the gold. And then what you gonna do?
I think that would be a travesty of justice if the way you and Tommaso Ciampa in the past have won championship belts is any indication. Slyck, any final thoughts as we run out of time here tonight?
Keep watching, because there's more of the same heading your way.
Wrestling fans, whether you like them or dislike them, Slyck Wagner Brown, the MWF Heavyweight Champion.